Hey everyone, Scott here to discuss Wrath of the Titans, starring Sam Worthington, Rosamund Pike, Bill Nighy, Edgar Ramirez, Toby Kebbell, Danny Huston, Ray Fiennes, and Liam Neeson, and directed by Jonathan Liebesman. Third time this year. What are the odds of that? And is it as bad as the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles remake and the Texas Chainsaw Massacre at the beginning? Let's see. Let's get into it. The time of God is ending as Perseus, returned by Sam Worthington, has a son, and his father Zeus, returned by Liam Neeson, comes by and asks Perseus for help to save the god's powers as Perseus dreams of the end of the world after Zeus tells him about it as the next day the earth collapses. And Poseidon, returned by Danny Huston, and yes, he was barely in the last movie, and he and his son Ares, played by Edgar Ramirez, visits Hades, returned by Ray Fiennes as his underworld creature, go out and attack the Earth, and the effects this time look more dreadful than they did last time. As I can't make sense of the plot because even the writers don't know what to do with this sequel that should have never existed in the first place. Perseus learns from Poseidon that Zeus was captured by Hades as Poseidon dies out of the blue. Meanwhile, Zeus and Ares are chained up by Hades, and Perseus has to go on a quest and calls Pegasus to fly him to a battlefield led by Andromeda, played this time by Rosamund Pike, and gets a prisoner named Agenor, played by Toby Kebbell, to get information and gets him a boat to go with Perseus and Andromeda on the quest, and these characters are much worse written than last time. And this is the much worse written film than last time, as we learn Agenor is one of the sons of Poseidon, or a disappointment of son of Poseidon. And did we need this to be the case? Not at all, honestly. Agenor gets captured and taken by some giant Cyclops as the rest of the crew gets attacked by the Cyclops as Perseus gets a sword in the hand and it gets knocked down, and they decide to help Perseus, and Agenor is alive and takes him to, let me see if I'm saying the name right, Hephaestus? I don't know if I'm saying that right, played by Bill Nighy, who's the creator of the weapons of the gods. Meanwhile, Hades and Ares, who betrayed Zeus, tortures Zeus and beat him up. And is this very bad writing? Yes, it is. Remind me, what is Bill Nighy doing in this movie is beyond me, because he deserves better than this movie at this point. I was ready to check out of this movie because this is a very poor popcorn in my opinion. Ares begins to attack the group, and Hephaestus, I don't know if I'm saying that right, let's just call him Bill Nighy, I don't really care anymore. And it closes automatically as he fights Ares one last time as Perseus and Andromeda get in the cave, and all that's left is Perseus, Andromeda, and Agenor, as Agenor leads the way to find Zeus. And this place is like a freaking maze as he loses the map and to find Zeus, which is very pointless and stupid. Perseus gets split from Andromeda and Agenor, and he finds a child who leads Perseus, that might be his son, to a creature with horns, and they fight and Perseus kills the creature, and at this point, I can't follow this movie, and it makes no sense. Eventually, Perseus does find Andromeda and Agenor, and Zeus says how sorry he is to Hades and asks to forgive him. And because he forgives him and almost lets Zeus go until Ares kills Hades and Perseus, Andromeda and Agenor get to Zeus and free him as Kronos awakens. And this is turning into the ugly movie, but not as ugly as some of those Texas Chainsaw Massacre films. With all of the fire around the bad-looking green screen, Perseus, Andromeda, and Agenor get Zeus out as Kronos is coming to attack them with Ares in Kronos' side, and Perseus gives Ares a message to fight him one last time before the end of the world, and Kronos' creatures attack the army, and the soldiers are getting slayed left to right. Meanwhile, Perseus' son is captured by Ares, and they fight, and Perseus is down until he gets back up and continues to fight Ares and takes the lightning bolt and kills off Ares and turns him into a stone as Hades forgives Zeus and awakens him to fight another battle, and they fight Kronos' evil creatures, and Kronos appears on land, and Perseus makes the weapon into lightning as Zeus and Hades electrocutes Kronos, and Perseus comes in and they use their powers against Kronos as Perseus goes in Kronos' mouth and destroys it with the lightning bolt. And he's still alive, and how is that possible? I don't know, and I don't give a crap. As Zeus dies and turns into stone, as the climax is very stupid, and this is the worst script I've heard. It is corny as hell, and it makes no sense. Now it's time for the rating. I'll give this movie a 1.5 out of 10. This is one of the worst movies I've seen in recent years, other than the last 3 Texas Chainsaw Massacre films, and at the same time it's ugly. The writing and the characters are worse here than last time, as it makes no sense, and this director has a really bad habit of making one bad movie after another, as I reviewed him 3 times this year, and I hope to never see any more of his work. So I would like to thank you guys for joining me for this Clash of the Titans retrospective. And until whenever we get one again, release the Kraken!